Which sentence should be deleted because it provides unrelated information? In order to identify which sentence provides unrelated information, we need to first establish what the topic of the paragraph is, or its main idea. As a quick review, the main idea of the passage is the central point that the passage conveys, and one which every sentence either leads up to, mentions, or expounds upon. The sentences of the paragraph may add details about the idea, support it, explain it, etc. Usually, but not always, the main idea can be found in the first sentence, otherwise known as the topic sentence. With this in mind, let's try and identify the main idea of this passage. This paragraph is an example of one where the first sentence is the topic sentence. If you follow luxury resorts or travel influencers on Instagram, odds are good that you've seen at least one floating breakfast. This sentence sets up what we're going to be hearing about throughout the rest of the passage: floating breakfasts. We see a definition of what they are, where they're popular, how the coronavirus has affected them, and more. Now that we've established what the main idea of our passage is, all that's left to do is go through our choices and see which one doesn't fit in with this theme and discuss some aspect of the floating breakfast. A. Sentence 3. Usually, they're placed on large platters or colorful baskets, then accessorized with bright tropical flowers to make them even more photogenic. This fits in with our main idea, as it gives a basic definition of what the floating breakfast is. This can be marked as incorrect. B. Sentence 5. The Maldives experiences a tropical monsoon climate with year-round warm weather and average temperatures between 26 and 29 degrees Celsius. Although it's true that the previous sentence mentioned the Maldives, this sentence doesn't bring up our idea of the floating breakfast at all. Because it doesn't expound upon our main idea, this is likely our answer, but we'll take a look at the remaining choices just to be sure. C. Sentence 6. Nearly everyone agrees that the trend began in Bali, although no specific resort seems to get the credit for coming up with the idea first. This sentence once again makes mention of our main idea. It explains where the trend originated. As this has to do with our main idea, we can mark this choice as incorrect. And D. Sentence 9. The floating breakfast is a popular choice. This sentence makes mention of our main idea quite clearly and discusses its popularity. This being the case, we can mark this choice off and mark our original answer, choice B, as our final answer.